Today we are going to read about another topic, that is osteomalacia. So osteomalacia is also the adult counterpart of rickets. The osteomalacia is characterized by the decreased mineralization of the newly formed osteoid at sites of bone turnover. So at the various sites of bone turnover, there is inadequate mineralization due to defective calcium and phosphorus. So in the newly formed osteoid, if there is decreased mineralization, then there will be the condition called osteomalacia. Now let us discuss what are the various clinical manifestations of the osteomalacia. The various clinical manifestations include bone pain and muscle weakness. And then the one is bone tenderness, easy fractures, difficulty in walking and waddling gait. There could be muscle spasm, cramps, and also there is positive Chauvistic sign. Also there could be tingling or numbness sensation in the osteomalacia. Now these are all the clinical manifestation. What are the laboratory findings in the osteomalacia then? In the osteomalacia, there will be increased alkaline phosphatase. There will be the decreased serum calcium and phosphate levels. There will be the decreased urinary calcium, and there will be the decreased 25 hydroxy vitamin D. The level of the 25 hydroxy vitamin D will be less than 15 nanogram per deciliter, and the level of parathyroid hormone will be increased, as there will be the decreased serum calcium and phosphorus. And due to the feedback mechanism, the parathyroid hormone will be increased. This uh, this feedback mechanism and this metabolism I will discuss in detail in another video. Now let us discuss about various radiographic findings in the osteomalacia. Before starting the various radiographic findings, I want you to see my previous video, that is rickets. There I have discussed about various radiological finding in the rickets, and it is very similar to that too. Now in the osteomalacia, there will be the decreased bone mineral density with the thinning of cortex. There will be the changes in the vertebral bodies. What are the various changes then? There will be the inadequate mineralization of the osteoid, and there will be the loss of secondary trabeculae, which will lead to the loss of radiological distinctness of vertebral body trabeculae, which lead to poor radiographic quality of the X-rays. And also there will be the presence of looser zone. Presence of looser zone, I have already explained this in rickets. So I have already explained this in rickets. I want you to see that lecture video of rickets. And there will be the looser pseudo fractures, fissures, or narrow radiolution lines. The radiolution lines could be 2 to 5 mm in width with sclerotic borders. Now let us discuss about the various treatment of the osteomalacia. So the main treatment of the osteomalacia will include reversal of the underlying disorders. There will be the reversal of underlying disorders, and there should be the correction of the hypophosphatemia, hypocalcemia, and vitamin D deficiency. So we should correct hypophosphatemia, we should correct hypocalcemia, and we should correct vitamin D deficiency. So in the severe vitamin D deficiency, that is less than 12 nanogram per ml, the 50,000 international unit of vitamin D2 or D3 orally once per week to 6 to 8 weeks can be given. Then as the maintenance dose, we can give 800 to 1000 international unit of vitamin D3 for another 6 months. And if there is significant GI malabsorption, then daily recommended dose will be 10,000 to 50,000 international unit of vitamin D3. And if there is significant liver disease, we can give the calcidiol. The initial dose of the calcidiol will be 20 to 40 microgram per day, and if there is severe deficiency, then it will be 50 to 200 microgram per day. And the calcitriol is one of the last resorts. We can give this calcitriol in the um, you can give this calcitriol if there is severe deficiency of vitamin D. The calcitriol also you can see 1,25 dihydroxycholecalciferol or 1,25 dihydroxy vitamin D. The dose will be 0.5 to 0.5 microgram. The one of the main advantage of the calcitriol is rapid action of the calcitriol. So quick result can be obtained from the calcitriol, but the risks, one of the main risks is hypercalcemia. So other definitive treatment will be the correction of the various thyroid disorder, correction of the various parathyroid disorder, correction of the liver disease and kidney disease or any skin disease, or the correction of the deficiency. Correction of the nutritional deficiency is one of the main treatment. So why there should be the correction of the thyroid, parathyroid, liver, kidney or skin condition, I'll discuss in detail in another video in the metabolism of the vitamin D. So all these organ, thyroid, parathyroid, liver, kidney, skin, also the diet plays important and significant role in the metabolism of vitamin D. So if one of the chain is disturbed, then there will be the vitamin D deficiency and there could be the various conditions like osteomalacia and rickets. I hope you understood this lecture. Thank you.